Star Citizen is a large universe set in the distant future. It features a large selection of ships, customization options, a smart AI, and missions, all while being in an alpha state. To guide you through the onslaught of features and mechanics, I hired the best man in the community to teach you the ropes. Unfortunately, that man was unavailable, so I got you Vex instead. God have mercy on us all. Hello everybody, RoxNHD here. Welcome to this amazing guide, which is probably going to fail in about 2 minutes because it'll crash. So we're playing Star Citizen. This is a quick start guide. Number 1 episode guide. Star Citizen Universe, Persistent Universe.
Step 1, how to launch the game.
So we're going to go on press Universe, and so you can also do Star Marine and other cool shit, you know. So we got Universe, and then you press Crusader, then you press Best, and you press Specification, and then you wait like 10 years for it to load. Also, so this is Vex's top trips, ticks, and other cool shit. I don't fucking know. Press tilde key, and wait like 10 minutes. It'll open a little console. There we go. And you can see keep alive, and this means that you're connecting to the game. And then when it says connected or spawned or whatever it says, then you know you're connected. Little cool tip for you there.
Step 2, how to game.
Holy shit, guys, we made it in a record time. That's congratulations, we're on the Guinness Book of World Records. Well done, guys. So, yeah, you can press H to get out of your seat. Get your ass out of bed, boy. And, it takes about 10 years for this animation to load. And I've got about 2 FPS, because this game is okay hand. Now you go to the thing, and then we press open. And it opens the door. That's pretty cool. And then we can go this way. And then wait for the game to actually load. Servers are having a bit of a mare. And then we can go into the Port Olisar thing. And wait like another 10 years for it to load. Now we can use the screen. I can actually press retrieve here. So I should probably explain how this works a little bit better. So holding down F will be the your way of interacting with the game. So F brings up the cursor of interaction, and you press use by hitting left click, and then you can see here. This is my only ship, unfortunately. Feels bad, man. We know that it's stored somewhere, so that means it's able to be spawned. We know that the location is Port Olisar, which is where we are right now. The status is there's no status, so it's fine. What the type of ship is? It's a courier ship. Cargo capacity of 800, so it's 8 standard cargo units. We can also file a claim if the info here is like damaged or not stored, or if it's at like a different location. We can claim it, and that will mean that in a couple of minutes it will spawn at this location, and we can then press retrieve. Track basically adds it to your menu where you can track it, and then the retrieve button will get your vehicle out and spawn it for you.
Your ship has been delivered to the following landing pad.
Ship is being delivered to pad B07. So we get to Bravo 07, wherever that is, which is this way. One of these directions, one of these doors, same door. 5 to 8, there we go. So you can see here we're on strut B. And as you can see, strut B there, and we want 5 to 8, so that includes 7. You've also got some shops here where you can go inside and purchase items, so we'll go ahead and do that, I guess. So what you can do is you can walk up to stuff, and then you can buy like the basic suit, or you can buy a specific item. So I'm going to go ahead, and I'm going to buy this thing by pressing buy, and I'm going to confirm purchase, make sure I've got the right thing, max flex legs. Sounds good to me. Purchase complete. Now what we can do is if we hit F1, we can bring up the menu of cool, and then we can hit the equipment manager, which is third button from the left, and we can go ahead and click armor, and because this is an armor item, we can go to legs, and press the legs button, equip it, and then press save changes and equip. And there we go. And now, as you can see, I am wearing some leg things. I can't actually turn around though. So that's pretty bad. But you know, it works. It just works. So we can go ahead and go to strut 7 now. I usually get decent frames on this game, but apparently today it's not liking it. Maybe it's because I'm recording. Who gives a shit? You know, this game is an alpha, guys. Don't forget that. It's very important that you do not forget this game is an alpha, because you know if you get told that it's not an alpha, they're lying to you. And if you say that you expect a polished game, even though you spent like 40 quid, you know, don't expect it to be a fully functioning game. So here's the ship I've got. It's the Aegis Avenger Titan Renegade. So Aegis is the creator of this ship, like sort of like the manufacturer, like Ford or Lamborghini or Dacia, or Dacia, I guess. We have the Avenger, which is the model. Well, the Avenger Titan is the model technically. Avenger is the model, and Titan is the variant, and then the Renegade is just the skin I have on it. We've got some guns here. You can see these are, I think these are M3 laser guns, laser cannon sort of things. That's size, whatever the size they are, I don't give a shit. We've got some big explodey boys, and we've also got our good old friend Zimbabwean minigun, which only has 4 barrels, because you know, cool. So what we can do is we can go through the back. So again, we're going to use the wheel of interaction, or the cursor of interaction, hit the open door, and marvel at the polishedness of this game, as you can see here. Then we can just go through, because, you know, this game is working just fine. Don't worry about it. Okay, now we've got another missing door. We can just go up here. We've got a bed as well we can sleep in, which is pretty cool. You can also, you know, have some fun times on this single bed. And there's some components here we can see. I think these are shield generators or coolers or something. And a load of other cool stuff. And then we've got like a component area where you'll be able to store gear and other things here in future updates, which is pretty suave. Okay, we can go up to the pilot seat, and we'll hop in real quick, and it will bring you to the cockpit. Right, so if you hold F, you can look around the cockpit, as you can see. Another way of looking around the cockpit without bringing up the interaction menu is holding Z. And what we're going to do is we're just going to hold F, and we're going to go to flight ready. So flight ready will turn the power on, and also turn the engine on as well. We can also unlock the ship if we want our friend to come in and pilot it. And we can also open the exterior as well. So if we want to open the canopy, then we can do. And we can also exit from this side, because there's a ladder on this side. Some ships you won't be able to do this. So don't worry about that. So we're going to go ahead, and we're going to wait for the frames to catch up. So we're going to hit flight ready. I'll turn everything on. As you can see, we've got shields loading here. So this is like the sort of shield section. This is the general power output section. We've got a lot of other cool things. Excuse the frame rate. And we've got items, so we can see these are the different things, and we can, you know, make sure that they are being overclocked if we want. So, for example, we could overclock. Say, for example, we wanted to overclock some weapons. Then we can do that, and it will increase the power, etc. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to make sure that we have full shields. We do. So we're going to go ahead and just hit space to take off. And space is the ascension key. We've got left control as the descend. We've got A and D to turn, or to, move on the, I guess the X-axis. We've got E and Q to rotate. And we've also got W to go forward and increase acceleration, increase thrust. And we've got S to decrease. So basically what will happen is, as long as you have your thrust at 100% or a high number, it will continue to accelerate you, or to move you at, I guess, a constant velocity up to the maximum. In this case, the precision... Shut the fuck up! Who the fuck asks you, dickhead? Okay, so what we can do is we can go ahead and wait for the game to catch up. I'm not... Right, okay, so to change from landing gear, to put our landing gear up, we can go ahead and press the N key. And as you can see, that will happen. Our thrusters start backing up. And we increase to 250 in this case. Now we're leaving the armor system. We don't really want that, so we're just going to go ahead and use the mouse or whatever control system you have, like HOTAS or whatever, to bring it back in. And then we're going to decelerate a little bit There we go. We're just going to decelerate to 0. Right. So that's basically the basics of movement. What we're going to go ahead and do now is we're going to hit B. And B will start spooling our quantum drive. Now, let's say, for example, we want to go to a destination. Say we want to go to... should we say... go to Cryastro. Let's go to Cryastro. That sounds good. So we're going to point towards Cryastro. We can see that our spooling is complete. If your spooling says awaiting spool, or you can't see these pips, make sure you've hit B. This is important for where you've set a destination from your map. However, you could just jump to local arbitrary locations without having to have actually set a destination, so that's quite useful. Once it says calibration ready, you go ahead and hold B for like a second or two, and it will start accelerating us at 0.2 the speed of light towards our destination. Okay, here we are. So as we can see, we've got a couple of ships, so I can go ahead and cycle through them if I want by hitting U. So we've got a Misk Freelancer up, and we also have an Avenger Stalker. And I believe that's it. And the Avenger Titan as well. So we've got a couple of ships. Now what we're going to do is we're going to hit N to go back into landing mode. And, well, actually, we can probably go a bit further, so we can just hit N back to go back a little bit closer. So let's go towards the landing pads. I'm going to hit N and see where it gives me my pad. So it should be this one down here, the closest one to me. No, it's this one over here. Okay, so we'll just go towards it, and I'm going to stop just above it, decelerate a little bit. There we go, decelerate to standstill. It's also now put me over here, so that's useful. Where is it? Where does it want me to land? Do you want me to land here? Okay. So it wants me to land here. So I'm going to hold down N. Oh, okay. No, so our menus come up. That's useful. So we can see here we've got a couple of options. We've got the ability to restock ammunition. We've got the ability to repair our ship. We've got the ability to refuel hydrogen, which is like the sort of afterburner fuel. You do regain that passively. I'm not sure what the conditions are, but you will regain that passively, and refuel the quantum fuel, which is used for quantum jumps. I'm just going to hit repair right now, because that's the only thing I really need to do. And I'm going to put it down by holding N. I'll just make sure everything's gone through. We can also check by hitting F1, pressing the Cryastro Vehicle Services button. As we can see, we're now repaired because we cannot buy this option anymore. I don't need to refuel hydrogen or quantum. I'm pretty much fuel on both of those things, so that's all good. We can go ahead and hold N to take off. And now I'm going to hit F2, or alternatively you can hit F1 to come to this menu and then click on Skyline. And I want to go to a place called Delamar, so I'm going to hit my position as Delamar. And we're just going to real quick just go up a bit. As you can see, Delamar is now there, and as you can see, there are no other options available. So, because we've set our destination, we can't actually see any of the other destinations. However, this means that we can go a lot further afield. So we can go ahead and hold B, and we'll start going towards Delamar. Like a fucking Sonic. Alright, once we've come out of quantum space and we're at Delamar, what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit B. Well, actually, we can't hit B yet because we have to wait for the quantum drive to spool up. So I'm going to go ahead and wait for that. For one of these buttons, it'll say spool quantum drive, so we can do that. And we can now see that there are a load of different locations. I want to go to this place called Levski. This is one of the landing zones, the 3 landing zones currently in the game, which features shops and other things. I'm going to hold B. And this will put us a little bit closer to Levski, where we can go ahead and enter atmosphere and land. Destroyed. That works as well. Why does it want to put me in an asteroid? That's kind of rude, actually. You can hold control to perform a sort of temporary space break, if you will. So I'm going to go ahead and just sort of align myself with Levski. I've hit B again. I cannot remember where Levski is. I think it's that one. Yeah, it is. So now I know whereabouts it is. I'm going to hold shift to use some of my hydrogen fuel, but accelerate rapidly towards my destination. Alright, here we go. We're in the armistice zone. So we're going to go ahead and slow down to about 40% while we approach our destination. Now we're going to go slow down to maximum. I'm going to hit F1 and I'm going to go to comlink. Now the reason I'm going to do this is because we actually need to request permission to land on Levski. So we're going to go ahead and press that button. The little wireless symbol button. I'll pop up.
Alright, mate. Yeah, you're all clear to land. Have a good day, mate.
And luckily there's no queue today. So we can go straight to the assigned landing bay. I'm going to hit F1 to get out of that. And it's landing bay, I believe that's 1. Is that 1 or 4? It's just amazing logic, you know. So you're going to hit N, sorry. To deploy landing gear, and then we're going to align ourselves somewhat, and then we're going to decelerate at like breakneck speed. You can also land manually, however, you better be good because that happens, and you just slam into the ground for like no reason. Then you can go ahead and turn off your ship using the flight ready button, and I'm going to exit from the canopy this time. And that, you know, pretty much covers the first episode. In this episode, we discovered how we can actually spawn a ship, how we can interact. Why am I losing blood? That's not good. Let's do something about that. I don't have a med pen. Okay. I can't run. And I'm dead. Okay. It's almost like this was scripted, but it really wasn't. I just died for no reason. And now you've learned the final lesson for today, children. And that is, Star Citizen is an alpha game. And as an alpha game, it is prone to not working properly. However, this demonstrates an extra point. Now we are actually spawned in Levski. It's one of the spawn points for the game. We can go ahead and just get back in our ship and carry on because it's landed and it's all stored and safe. So that's quite good. So, like I said, that concludes the first episode. Thank you very much for watching. I am VroxNHT, and this was an attempt at a tutorial video, which included a lot of shit humor and other garbage content. Thank you very much for watching. Take care. Adios. And I spawned back in the bed.